SKOL Vikings, let's win this game.
Vikings fans, something big is going down in the halls of Minnesota, and it's not small. Fresh injury updates just dropped after last week's game, and between locker room tension, bold decisions, and emotions running high, it's been pure chaos for the Vikings. There's been some harsh self-reflection from players and even criticism directed at Kevin O'Connell, who definitely felt the pressure. And that final update will surprise even the most loyal fan. But before diving into all the details of this breakdown, let me take a quick second with you. Subscribe to the channel, it's free and helps this community grow. Hit that like button too, because it tells YouTube to show this video to more Vikings fans across the world. And drop your thoughts in the comments. This space is all yours. Man, let me tell you, when Greenard went down on the field against the Ravens, every Vikings fan held their breath. It looked serious and everyone thought, there goes our best defensive player. But for the Purple Faithful, there's good news. Kevin O'Connell confirmed it's not serious. What a relief, right? O'Connell said Jonathan Greenard hurt his shoulder, he's sore, but he should be back soon. His status for Sunday against the Bears is uncertain, but the head coach made it clear, nothing long-term. That alone shifts the whole mood in Minnesota because the guy's been a beast. 2 sacks so far this season, but his impact goes way beyond the numbers. 36 pressures, 9 quarterback hits, 10 tackles for loss. You feel his presence out there, and so do opposing offenses. The injury happened while he was diving for Lamar Jackson's legs, took an awkward fall, limped off the field. Scary sight. But now, it's a much better outlook. Limited practice this week, possible return Sunday. If he can't go, rookie Dallas Turner steps in. High energy, but not quite the same instincts yet. To be honest with you, losing Greenard even for a week would sting. He's the heartbeat of that front seven. The best part? It's not one of those multi-week injuries that land guys on injured reserve. O'Connell even said with a relieved grin, "We got good news on JG. Only here do you get this kind of fan insight. We know exactly what he means to that locker room, and he's not the only one with updates." Safety. Theo Jackson cleared concussion protocol and strengthens the secondary. Tight end Josh Oliver should be back at practice after 2 weeks out with a foot injury. And Ryan Kelly, now that's a tricky one. His second concussion in a short span, 5 games missed, but it sounds like his practice window will open soon. If he returns, that's huge for the offensive line. The truth is, this offense still hasn't had a single game with all 5 starters together. That hurts chemistry. Blake Brandel has filled in admirably, but it's not the same unit. The hope is to finally see a healthy O-line during the most critical stretch of the season. So fans, breathe easy. The updates are positive. Nothing catastrophic. Nobody lost for the year. And Sunday, it's do or die against Chicago. Stay tuned, because the next story turns the locker room heat up a notch. I'll be honest, something felt off watching Jefferson on Sunday. The guy just didn't look like himself. No spark, no fire. When he jogged onto the field during a live play, no urgency, just kind of drifting, the crowd went silent. It was weird, and O'Connell later confirmed it. Jefferson was frustrated. According to KOC, it was a rare moment. He said Jefferson was upset about a few missed calls and a sluggish game pace, and his emotions got the better of him. And let's be real, who hasn't been there? But when your star shows frustration, the whole locker room feels it. He's such a competitor, said the coach. He just got frustrated in that moment. I have zero concerns about him. Still, Jefferson had a game to forget. 4 catches, 12 targets, only 37 yards, and he dropped a perfect end zone ball. 2 deep shots ended up as interceptions. One where he didn't challenge the defender, another where he tripped. His body language after those plays didn't help either. But there's another side to this. The guy's human. He's the same JJ who's carried this offense for years, and now he's splitting snaps between a rookie quarterback and a veteran who joined late and injured. JJ McCarthy is still learning NFL rhythm, and Carson Wentz, when he played, wasn't at full strength. Timing suffers, chemistry breaks, stats drop. Even so, he's still on pace for another 1,000-yard season. Honestly, I think fans overreacted. He's a perfectionist. The NFL's brutal. 1 trip, 1 drop, and suddenly people question your effort. Come on. After the game, he said, "It's part of life, part of football. The ball just didn't find my hands today. We'll get back to work, fix it, and make next Sunday look easy." That's leadership. No excuses, just accountability. You've got to respect that. O'Connell said he's not worried, and he shouldn't be. Still, you can sense tension building in that locker room. Frustrations creeping in. Sunday's matchup with the Bears will show if this team still has unity, and stay tuned because the next story dives right into the guy carrying this offense on his back. If you watch the game against the Ravens, you know J.J. McCarthy rode an emotional roller coaster. There were flashes of brilliance and moments that made fans put their hands on their heads. Growing pains, plain and simple. The kid's learning, and the NFL's a harsh teacher, but you can see the potential bursting through. He finished 20 of 42 for 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ugly box score? Yeah, but it's deeper than that. 5 passes got batted down at the line, 2 catchable balls were dropped, and the O-line committed 8 false starts. The rookie got 0 help. Honestly, he's still stuck between instinct and structure, sometimes hesitating, sometimes forcing a throw. Totally normal for a guy in his 4th start. O'Connell said he was locked in early, but lost rhythm later, and who wouldn't with flags flying everywhere? The interceptions hurt. The first deep ball to Jefferson was forced, but could have been contested. The second came after J.J. tripped. Just bad luck. A third almost happened, but got overturned. It was one of those games that reveal everything. Raw ability and rookie mistakes, all in one. Still, there were bright spots. Right out of the gate, McCarthy connected with Jefferson on 3rd down, then dropped a beautiful bomb to Jalen Nailor for 62 yards. The stadium erupted. Nailor ended with 124 yards and a touchdown. Clear offensive MVP. Their chemistry could be a glimpse of the future. Later, on 4th down, McCarthy escaped a sack, found Nailor on the run, then nailed a perfect touchdown at the back of the end zone. Cool under pressure. The kid's got poise. He just needs polish. He knows it too. He called batted passes the worst play in football. He's collecting data, learning, adapting, and O'Connell's walking that fine line, letting him play while keeping structure. Tough, but necessary. In the end, McCarthy needs support. The offense needs fewer penalties, better blocking, and steadier execution. And KOC? He's got to remember that growth hurts, but pain builds quarterbacks. Vikings fans know patience all too well. Stick around, because the next chapter's about the guy who took full responsibility for the loss. It's rare to see Justin Jefferson like that. After the Ravens game, he stood there, visibly shaken, and said it straight. I've got to play better. You could feel the weight in his voice. It hit Vikings fans hard. His performance was rough. 4 catches, 12 targets, 37 yards. But it wasn't about the numbers. It was about timing. Late in the 3rd quarter, with the game still within reach, McCarthy threw a perfect pass to the end zone. It slipped right through Jefferson's hands. That should have been 6 points. Instead, they settled for 3, and the Ravens answered with a touchdown. Momentum gone. He knew it. I've got to fight through contact and make those plays, he said. No excuses, no spin. Pure ownership. That's leadership. And to be honest, it's refreshing. But his struggles didn't stop there. Both interceptions thrown his way stung. One came in double coverage, shared blame. The other, just bad luck when he tripped over Marlon Humphrey's feet. Worse, he looked disengaged on the return. That image didn't sit well. He owned that too. The ball didn't find me today. That's part of the game. Got to get back to practice and make it right. Context matters, though. The whole offense was a mess. 8 false starts, including one by Jefferson himself. That kills rhythm. When the offense unravels, emotions follow. He said it best. We've got to relax more, play loose. And he's right. Fans, men and women, are frustrated, but they know Jefferson's the kind who bounces back angry. The guy breaks records for a reason. Maybe this loss, as painful as it was, is the spark he needs. Because when Jefferson says he'll fix it, he does. And honestly, I can already picture him lighting up the Bears' defense next Sunday, silencing everyone. And if that happens, U.S. Bank Stadium will shake to the chant we all know, SKOL. So buckle up, because if Jefferson delivers, this comeback will echo far beyond Minnesota. Now this is where it gets serious. After the loss to Baltimore, the biggest target wasn't McCarthy or Jefferson, it was Kevin O'Connell. And let's just say the Defend the North crowd is running out of patience. 8 false starts, at home. 8. That ties the second most by a home team since 2000. That alone is embarrassing. But what really lit the fire was a 3rd and 1 call. O'Connell dialed up a deep shot to Jefferson. Result? Interception. The Ravens took over and flipped the momentum. Fans felt gut-punched. Why risk it? They ranted online. Just move the chains. Columnist Michael Rand from the Star Tribune summed it up perfectly. All eyes turned on the coach, and honestly, it's understandable. The Vikings led by a single point. They didn't need heroics, they needed control. But O'Connell wanted a knockout punch, and it backfired. To be fair, his reasoning wasn't crazy. He wanted to test single coverage, give his rookie confidence, keep aggression alive. But there's a time and place. McCarthy's still learning to crawl, and KOC wanted him to sprint a marathon. The result? Interception, field goal, fumble, total collapse. And that's the dilemma. O'Connell's a creative offensive mind, fearless and ambitious. But sometimes he chases perfection. When singles will do, he swings for the home run, Rand wrote. And honestly, he's right. The guy loves explosive plays. But this roster isn't built for that yet. Still, don't throw him under the bus. The offense averaged 6 yards per play, their best since beating Cincinnati. McCarthy had 4 big-time throws. The aggression did pay off in flashes. If Jefferson hadn't stumbled on that route, people would be calling O'Connell a genius. But football's cruel. Results rewrite narratives. Now, with the season hanging in the balance, O'Connell must prove he still commands that locker room. The team can't look lost, not for a second. Because what separates a great coach from a fallen one is knowing when to press and when to pause. Truth is, O'Connell threw his rookie into the fire. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what this team needs. To feel the heat and grow from it. It's tough, it's painful, but it's how champions are made. The future might just be taking shape right now, in the middle of the storm. At the end of the day, it's been one of those weeks that test every heart in purple. Greener dodged disaster. Jefferson balanced frustration and humility. McCarthy showed flashes and flaws. And O'Connell felt the weight of the fans. But that's how character is built. This team's taking hits, but also learning to toughen up. The season's still alive, and so is the spirit of the Purple Faithful. Drop your thoughts in the comments. This space belongs to everyone who lives and breathes the Purple Faithful. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!